Hello, welcome to Jay's Pieces to Play. This is a really cool build today. Um, um, this what I call the when the prefixes are away, the Professor Gilderoy and um, the the ghost will play. The Hogwarts ghost will play. We got Sir Headless Nick. We got Murray Multo, and we got this lady who took off with the radio. So basically, and then you got Gilroy here. I put his head on a different body, so like he was in the pool. And I'll explain some other really cool things about this. This is a very enjoyable, fun thing to do because it gave me a lot of inspiration and just made me smile. Mainly, that's what these are for. It's just to cheer you up. So what's going on here is this is the Prefects Bathroom from Harry Potter. It is so funny because I was gonna do Harry in the water, and then him and Hermione and Ron, and maybe the Slytherin guy snuck up on him or something, do something a little different. But then I just went all different and said I'm gonna do my version of what part of the. I didn't have room for part of the prefix bathroom. I didn't have room for toilets. So I'll do toilets on the neck on another one that I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know. I got some more ideas for doing bathroom stuff because sometimes it's really funny stuff. But let's just look at this. Let's look at this in its entirety. It's really cool. I'll zoom in. So first you can see this ghost take. So what's happening here is you got all the professors showed up. They heard music. She's got that little boom box right there. And so what's going on is Professor Gilroy's in here. He's just having a good time, man. He was with the ghosts and see how they were throwing the suds. And I want you to check out that waterwork. I found a way to make the foam at the bottom. It was like this little cloud piece. A lot of this came from just pieces, and I just get these good ideas, and they're pretty good. And like Sir Headless Nick was having like a little suds fight with him or whatever, like messing around. I wanted to just capture. This was almost like a what if, like what if Gilroy and the ghosts were caught instead of Harry Potter and them all the time, because you know how they roam the campus at night looking to see if they can deduct points from the students. Well, this time, and then I'll show you some of these facial expressions. You've got a few facial expressions like hers over here. Look at this, and that's the mean lady. And then you got Snape's actually mad about it. Then you got a boy with his what's his name? The Mad Eye Moody. He's got his potion bottle. He's looking up at the ghost flying off. You got the groundskeeper who's always angry at everybody. He's happy he caught somebody, but it's Gilroy instead of the students. You got Hagrid following Dumbledore. Then you got a couple of the other professors back here. You got Quirrell, you got McGonagall, and you got was it Tinny, Professor Tinny? I like her. And I just had a lot of fun with this. It all stemmed from one piece. You see that mermaid piece? I had a sticker thing like this. It was kind of like this, and her sticker was on it. And I said, I'm gonna put that on. And it's exactly what you would have did if you had the whole set. And I had just a few windows. This is an example of doing a whole lot with a whole little. I was running out of white masonry bricks, but I still had a lot of white, single bricks or whatever, and some dual bricks as well. And I said, or two by fours, two by sixes, and then one by sixes. I had a lot of one by twos, twos, fours, sixes, and whatever. And I had a lot of little cheese slopes, and I had a lot of just little stuff like that I could use. But I was thinking, like, what else do I have? Well, I thought outside of the box on this, and one was how I made the fountain. I thought that I thought that was amazing. It cheered me up. It got me out of a funk. See the suds floating. I just kind of went with it. I wanted to do something completely different than anything that had been done, and I usually always do that. This one right here, I've seen people do stop motion, but the looks totally different from this. Completely different, actually. minus somebody being in the water. But I wanted to do my water different. I mean, meaning I wanted to attempt to recapture some of those really iconic moments in Harry Potter. And I said, but I wanted to do the whole what if factor to make me smile. My imagination was all over the place in this sucker. I mean, I just had a ball with it. But it all stemmed from this, just that right there. And then a few windows. I didn't have a whole lot of windows, but I'm showing you, even if you don't, you can still have that massive appeal that, yeah, the windows are there. You know what I mean? And I kind of blocked these off, so there's a missed opportunity. The other missed opportunity in here was I wish I would have had the Batman where he has the rubber ducky body, because then I would have put like another professor in there, like doing a cannonball in the water or something. He had the rubber ducky around him or whatever that the Batman rubber ducky with the shorts had on. I didn't have that one, so I'm gonna save up. I think that figurine is like $6 or $7, but one day I'll get it and try to do that with it. That was a missed opportunity. But as you can see here, I have hold on one second. I'm gonna take my light and move it a little bit. I have mirrors. Now, the only thing that's not Lego in here, what you're gonna see is these mirrors. They come from Hobby Lobby. I don't like the foil look. So I use, it's just like, how the sets come with you get sets like this with stickers, right? You can make frames, all kind. Like this is from the Up House right here, I think. I just have a bunch of, I didn't use any of these on this one, but you have stuff you can use, but then Hobby Lobby has some of this stuff. So I decided that for bathrooms and stuff, I really wanted that mirror look because it looks amazing. But everything else is Lego. It is all the way through it. Oh, and this thing's not. This is aftermarket. This like that little gargoyle look statue, but it was the only thing I had close to what would have been in a castle. Like so, I said, just use. And again, I told you a lot of these pieces were one piece ideas that just turned into like, hey, this we can make this work. Um, I went with a pretty cool idea for the fountain. I know the fountain in the prefects bathroom had multiple layers to it when it came to the water, in like I think 2 or 3 different colors. They had blue and then like maroon and something else. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do just blue because it looked really nice with just the blue. And I hadn't figured out how to do that other part yet. So I said, well, here's what we'll do. We'll go with my strengths and we'll go from there. Anyway, I think this video went a little too long, but I wanted to give you another once around to enjoy it. Oh, and look, they got hand towels. You got little wand holders. Uh, One of the most important part is Draco's Mr. Fusion hair because his hair is always slicked back. So, and then it's got the little hairbrush. I really played with this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't want it to go too long. God bless you guys. Thank you for your support. This just makes me feel really good inside, and that's why I do it. So I appreciate it. Takes the edge off. Thank you.